Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Tina Talks Tech. I'm Christina Engela, and currently I am not in my home studio. You'll probably notice that right away because I wouldn't put this backdrop on my green screen. So I've been in Cape Town for the last couple of days attending conferences, and I should be back home again on Friday. But in the meantime, I thought I would catch up and do some shooting. Today we're going to try and rescue a pile of parts that I got off the capital of dodgy deals. That's right, Facebook Marketplace. This project was a complete lemon. First of all, in the photos on Marketplace, this thing didn't look anywhere near as bad as it turned out to be. A mess, certainly. A jumble of parts, absolutely. But when I got it, damn! The thing was disgusting. Rats or mice had been at the wiring. The inside was full of discarded rodent food, peanut shells and sunflower seed casings, and fecal matter like they'd been nesting inside it. And the thing stank of rat piss. Because I didn't want to catch anything, I put gloves on. This is going to be nasty. Basically, I'm just going to liberate the motherboard from this disgusting thing and worry about that, because that's what I actually wanted. Wow.
Got more quirks than sin. Slots misaligned and no LEDs to spin. The RAM's a ghost, the power's shy. My PC's got blues and it's asking why. Oh, I hope for speed, got a frozen screen. Promises a pound, but it's all unseen. Scrolling through.
Oh, rats have chewed on the cables, all the wires are off. Look at this. Wowza. And it's an AGP. Yep, the AGP card. Holy shit, I don't know who put this thing together, but they should be shot until dawn, until they're dead. I decided to toss the case and not even bother to clean it. It was missing a side panel anyway, and the wiring had been shredded, and the power supply as well. I just unscrewed the board, and the few pieces I decided to try to salvage, and plowed ahead.
Oh, here we go again, what a lovely view. My trusty friend, the deathly screens of blue. Just when I'm winning, life's feeling brand new. Crash and burn, thanks Windows, what else is new? Deathly screens of blue, high digit digital doom, freezing my world in this pixelated tomb. Error code mystery, no help to construe, stranded and helpless.
So, at the end of the day, this is what we're left with.
Something went wrong, how polite.
That's all I wanted anyway, so I'm not really complaining.
Tantrums only on my works.
After thoroughly cleaning the board and components, I started testing each item.
Deathly screens of blue. Control Alt Delete, that's a joke. Come on. Even tech support just tells me, move on. My patience evaporates, my rage overdue. Forever haunted by deathly screens of blue. Deathly screens of blue, my digital doom, freezing my world in this pixelated tomb. Edo says sorry, but will never rescue. Trapped again in these deathly screens of blue. Deathly screens of blue, my digital doom, playing freeze frame in my daily cartoon. Windows says sorry, but will never rescue. Trapped again in these deadly screens of blue. Control Alt Delete, that's a joke, come on. Even tech support just tells me, move on. My patience evaporates, my rage overdue. Forever haunted by deathly screens of blue. Deathly screens of blue, my digital doom, playing freeze frame in my daily cartoon. Windows says sorry, but will never rescue. Trapped again in these deathly screens of blue.
The motherboard was stone dead and so was the graphics card. Sadly, in spite of every trick I tried to revive this PC, I just couldn't do it. Not even the baking in the oven trick worked. The only items I was able to salvage were the 4 RAM sticks and the P4 CPU. The CPU does work because I tested it in another board, but the jury's still out on the RAM until I can set up a board to test them on. Meanwhile, the IDE CD-ROM was also toast. How does one get to kill an entire system like this so completely and thoroughly? Face it, man, I got totally had this time. But at least I got to make this video. So what did I learn from this experience? Well, okay, it was only $100, so it wasn't an expensive lesson, but I still got taken for my money. Yes, they said they weren't sure if it was working, and that seems like a goodly sized loophole, don't you think? But you can't convince me that the person who sold it to me didn't intend to deceive the buyer. The ad never said anything about this thing having been used as a hamster cage, infested with rats, or that the wires had been shredded. Otherwise, why wrap it up in 2 plastic bags before I got there? To hide the truth. And the smell, of course. There are plenty of dishonest people out there willing to put one over on a trusting buyer, so you should be very careful. So whenever you buy stuff off Facebook Marketplace, even if it is cheap, you could still find a bargain, but more than likely you could be tossing your money away. That's the lesson. I hope we, that is you and me, can both learn from my mistakes. Anyway, that's it for this somewhat disappointing video. Join me next time for something a bit more upbeat and positive with a much better outcome. In the meantime, I'm going to finish my week of scholarship and attending conferences, and I should be back home on Friday. In the meantime, take care of yourselves and have some coffee. Bye.